So that 2-week chunk of time that the team is building some little piece is called a sprint, right? And there are some meetings in that where at the beginning of it they'll get together and say, what's the most important thing, and can we build that in that sprint? And that's called a sprint planning meeting. And then they'll have once a day they'll have a really quick meeting, which takes 15 minutes, where all the people on that team will get together and say, hey, here's what we worked on yesterday, here's what we're working on today, here's any problems that we think we ought to address as a team. It's a good kind of way to plan for what you're going to do that day. They get together at the end of that sprint and have what's known as a sprint review meeting, where they say, all right, let's take a look at what we built and see how that fits now. And they'll often invite customers or management or other stakeholders to that meeting and get feedback on what they've built. And then the very last part of that sprint is a retrospective. And this is one of the key parts of Scrum, is that a retrospective is a chance to say, okay, we've done another sprint. How did our process work for us over these 2 weeks? Are there any things that we would tweak about the process we're using within a sprint? And so it has these feedback loops, both for the product, where we're looking at the product to say, how did the thing that we built turn out? And it has another feedback loop for the process. How did the process that we used to build that product work for us? And so Scrum is often referred to as a reflective framework. So it's a framework that's built around the idea that we constantly are going to need to adjust things as we go.